Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. So as you guys saw in the last video I did about this Jeep, we almost got it completely ready to hit the road. There were a couple of things that was left to do, like getting a radio, doing wheel alignment and a key. I got a new key, it's got a radio in. However, I did take it to wheel alignment and then they told me I had to get new ball joints. So I'm quickly gonna knock out these ball joints, get it ready for wheel alignment, and then we can rip around. And when I say quickly, I probably means it's gonna be more or less 3 days. So let's get to it. So first thing, we'll take the wheel off. A quick tip that I want to share with you guys: when you're working on your wheels in a car, slide the wheels underneath the car. That way, if the cars for some reason fall off the jack stands or the jack, you will still be protected and you have a fighting chance of saving your leg. As you guys can see here, those caliper bolts work on quite tight, so I had to get creative, get a little bit of extra leverage, but I managed to get them loose. Okay, the caliper is off. I'm just gonna hook it with this bungee cord. That's out the way. Disc off. I'm gonna lose this tie rod end and get it out so we can free this knuckle. And then I'm gonna loosen this lower ball joint. Then the upper control arm. Okay, now I'm gonna attempt to break this nut loose for the axle shaft. Let me just say, this wasn't my brightest moment ever. I think I had a little brain fart. I did, however, figure out that in order to loosen this nut, I need to really hold down that brake disc and rotation. So I had to put the caliper back on and hold the disc through the caliper and then manage to get that nut off. Okay, so I had to put the caliper back on and put the screwdriver in there to prevent the wheel from spinning. So now I can loosen this nut. So let's see. So the screwdriver didn't work. That nut is pretty tight. Now we got a thicker one, so let's try again. I think we managed to move it. Dang. There we go. Woo, we got it. Okay, so now that we got this nut loose, we can continue taking everything apart and get to that ball joint. Screwdriver barely made it, a little bent, but did the job. Success! And we need to replace this. So this is the next fun step. So in order to use this tool, I need to cut a little bit of this off, otherwise it would not fit in there. Let me show you guys, because this needs to go on there. That goes like that, and then that's too long, so I need to cut it off. That way we can press it out. Okay, so I think we're ready to press. I did get this pressing tool from O'Reilly's. You can rent the tools there. However, it does have a crack on here. This puller might actually break before this ball joint gets pressed out. But this is the only tool I got, so I'm gonna give it a shot. Okay, so we got these ball joints pressed out, and now it's time to press in the new ones. So let's do it. I have to confess, guys, I couldn't press out those ball joints by myself. I had a little bit of a hard time holding the tooling in place, lining it up, and then pressing it out. So I went over to my buddy Greg, shout out to Greg, who helped me, and we pressed out those ball joints in no time. And I got back in pressing it in. I did have to actually change out the tooling because the tooling that I had from O'Reilly's was cracked and not straight. So I went to Advanced Auto Parts, and they set me up with new tooling that was straight, and I pressed it in with no problem. And there it is, brand new ball joint in, ready to go back in. Okay, now it's time to put it back. So what I want to try to do is to insert this ball joint at the bottom here and this drive shaft kind of at the same time. So let's do this. Just like that. Put our control on it. Do our tie rod ends. Insert the nut for the bottom of the ball joint. Next step is going to be the brake disc or rotor, and then the caliper. Give it a little Sam torque. That's my wrist cracking. That's good. Okay, now I'm gonna put my spacer back on. Good, put the wheel back on and we're done. And then before I finish it up, I'm gonna put this split pin in at the bottom of this ball joint. There you guys can see it's locked in. Okay guys, that's gonna be a wrap for this video. So we finally finished up this Jeep completely. I did take it for wheel alignment, everything is Gucci, and we are ready to hit the road. I am done with this Jeep project, and now it's time to move on. We do have another project in the works, and it's definitely something super awesome. It's not a DIY home project, it's not a car project. It is something pretty cool, and it's definitely something that needs to be done for the summer and being on the lake. So definitely stay tuned. Make sure you guys subscribe. You do not want to miss this coming up. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Until next time, goodbye. Insert the nut for the bottom of the give it the old Sam torque. Not like that. That nut is tight. Got it off, and that was quite the workout. I am done with this Jeep product.